Last week, like we say, Clem take a title today. This would be Clem's, I believe, 13th victory if he wins in the WardiTV Mondays. So 13 out of 25. Right now, he's, we've had 24. He's won 12, so he's got a perfect 50% win rate. Pretty crazy. As in the top left, it's Clem. In the bottom right, it's herO. Excuse me, sorry. My throat is still not 100%, guys. It's still a little bit here and there, so apologies if I lose my voice every now and then. Hey guys, just want to remind you all that if we are enjoying the games today, please do consider dropping a like on the video and also subscribing here on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Alright. So, Whispers of Gold, get set up and see what players have in store for us. I'm excited. I actually think herO's been putting up some good fights against Clem lately. Let me actually have a quick peek on their full Ligulac results, see if there's any matches of theirs that I've maybe missed somewhere. No, the last time they played was last week. Yeah. But herO's won 3 out of the last 4 series that they've played, and he's actually won 5 out of the last 7. So yeah, he's actually been doing pretty well against Clem in the more recent matches that they've played. So that's kind of an interesting note as a start up on Whispers of Gold. Have we seen Whispers of Gold today? I feel like we've not seen this this smaller map all day long so far. So let's see what goes down as we get set up and we get ready to go. Nexus dropping into place. Cybercore coming through. Going to be seeing the sentry popping up a hallucination. It's going to go and try and scout across the map and see a little bit of what's going on as well. So we're going to go across the map with that for the moment. And yeah, just going to be seeing the Reaper trying to fight the sentry and a couple of probes. A little bit of action over here. Reaper is going to get 1 probe already. And only the sentry makes it a little bit difficult to give chase as well. But, I mean, you're just going to have to do what you can in that regard. There's no better answer than just gotta suck it up and try and get into reach, quite frankly. That's kind of a boring answer, but it's kind of the way it goes. We got 2 probes in the end, and that's the choice of opening the sentry, kind of pushing back on you a bit. And here we're going to go Stargate on Whispers of Gold. Small map. If you know it's a Stargate as Clem, there's definitely, I think, a lot you can do to kind of punish it here. So if he was able to see this, that would have been amazing. Because he doesn't know, we'll see what he does. It's not a bad map for Blink either, and I think Blink is often seen as the kind of, oh, let's go into that, because that's definitely our way of being as safe as possible when the Terran is likely going to be aggressive fairly quickly. Like, Phoenix are a very good defensive unit against harass and so on, but they struggle a lot against the straight-up pushes. Something still just going to hit the SCVs. The Marine is going to get pushed back a little. Rakta still taking some hits. The Stalker showing up. Obviously, the Colossus is fake, so that doesn't do damage, but the Stalkers and the Sentry do damage, and they're going to get rid of a bunch of the Marines here. To lose a Stalker in the end because of the Cyclone. It's a good force field. Just can't really capitalize any further. The Cyclone's just a little bit too powerful for how many units are there. There's a few less units, obviously, it would have been maybe somewhat possible. In this case, we can see that this isn't going any further as the Cyclone takes down the hallucination. And that will be that. So Stim coming up. Probably counts on the extra gates coming through from herO. A couple of probes on the way in as well. And just got that depot coming down, the engineer in the bay, and the bunker coming about. Starport added on as well. Had some SCVs, Marines. And the stim pack through. That Stalker still just sat in the corner, chilling for a couple of moments. Yeah, Forge coming up, Gateway added in, Nexus being brought on as well. Continue to get this going here. Again, Stim Combat +1. Continue to come on through. Just going to be having that charge coming in. +1 attack. The Nexus all being built up for the moment as well. There's that one Oracle setting up some stasis wards. Going to try and slow Clem's advance down as he moves into the charge on the follow-up. It does get rid of some of the aggressive options that Clem might bring, but the way that Clem's open, because he's gone kind of heavy racks early, heavy bio count, he's not super susceptible to the, yeah, he's not really super susceptible to a lot of the, what's it, that Oracle? No, survives just 4 HP, 1 hit from death. Yeah, he's not as susceptible to kind of pushing out and getting overrun by Zealots. If he was like super tank heavy and was like unupgraded bio units moving in across the map with tanks, then yes, I think the Zealots can overwhelm. Here it's going to be a lot tougher for the Zealots to overwhelm. Bio is going to have the upgrades right from the very get-go. They can kite back against it. They should be able to do a lot better. So yeah, Guardian Shield popping up, the Bio going to stim away. Zealots going to chase on through. Just going to be having the Bio pulling straight back. So it's actually herO trying to at least show the idea of jumping on this. So it has Clem running straight back to his natural, going to get defensive immediately. We're just about to finish up. Just going to see the Bio coming by. The Oracle. It's going to drop a Revelation down again. +2, +1 coming on in. Going to have ourselves the Robobay. And the gate coming through. And it's going to be a big charge of Zealots forwards. I don't like it from herO attacking into this. The SCVs are here from Clem as well. So he's going to have some buffer at the front. Just looking to attack before herO's really set on anything. The first Disruptor's on the way up. Got one bunker in the front there. Just going to be having ourselves the Bio still firing. Next is going to be taking a beating. The SCVs are going to go home because Clem didn't even really need the SCVs. The Disruptor shot whiffs, and anytime you don't hit the Disruptor, that's generally going to spell out a bad time for you. As obviously the third base down. What does Clem do? Does he pull away to his fourth? He's got a third base. The SCV's going all the way back to the natural. We'll have a third to saturate as well. And he's just going to get rid of the fourth base. I think it's a very safe way of guaranteeing himself the advantage right now, so... Bio joining up, just going to be seeing the probes will recall. That's fine, we're obviously building the third base down the bottom side, the replacement from herO as he tries to scramble together a defense. I think Clem just actually had a good build against what herO's build choice was, and then he actually hit at a very annoying time for herO where he was on his way to so much different stuff, but wasn't really there yet in that regard. Bio comes over, the Widow Mines are going to burrow, Revelation goes down. Shot finds a Widow Mine only is just going to be continue to press up. Just going to be seeing that Nexus still taking some damage. The Colossus is able to put some damage in though. Clem may need to find an answer to those Colossus. Here obviously just desperately trying to hold on to this third base. He can't afford to lose the third. If nothing else here as the army pulls back around. And the Colossus are just an issue for Clem right now. If it wasn't for the Colossus, he'd probably be able to overrun. But that is the tech that herO built into, and it's tech that Clem did not commit into an answer for just yet. He's been obviously just kind of spamming units to try and overwhelm. And this is what he can do. The Colossus are not super mobile, so he's going to try and pull them apart a little bit. But in mind, fire up. The Stalker's actually not doing a great job of defending here. You know, eventually going to be able to lift up and actually get out with a lot of those units still, so even the drop goes very well for Clem. Revelation goes down, Rock's getting caught, just going to be seeing the Disruptor +3, +2 will continue to come about. The Colossus will step forward as herO. I just see an attack as one of his better options to kind of go now before it gets too terrible. I actually think that moment's gone. I can understand he didn't really have a moment to go earlier because he needed the Colossus count at least. Without getting to the Colossus count, he's obviously in trouble. So that is a problem for sure here as we come back down. Bioforce coming through. Comes dropping into the main base. I mean, this is the thing. herO does not have the ability to really deal with this. Has to recall. The recall's risky because he might lose a couple units as the recall comes in. The Colossus pop on the right side of the Nexus, but we will lose the Nexus still. This main base going down. It's the empty Medivacs that take the most damage, and even those don't fall. As Clem shows up, and now, again, a lack of mobility on the army is going to show. Clem will actually just take the fight on these Zealots, so that's going to be hundreds of minerals of resources on Zealots just disappearing. And then we can maybe even still turn on to the Nexus. The Colossus are going to be shot down by Vikings. herO's just all over the place in this defense. And yeah, this is all going to fall apart for him in the end as full Disruptor shots finally getting some connections. It's just not going to matter. As maybe Clem doesn't have enough to really stand here. He may need a round of reinforcements, but he got rid of so much of the tech that reinforcement waves should absolutely be looking to get the job done. And Clem is looking to take the 1-0 lead in this best of 5. Disruptor shot just fires through. The couple of Immortals on the way up. The Nexus coming about. Disruptor gets denied. Zealots are still trying to come about as we're just going to continue to chase. Those Zealots all falling. Nexus taking some more damage, drop another EMP in. The Zealot's still trying to wrap around the corner. Get rid of the Disruptor again. The Zealots are still going to come charging up. Sentry, Stalkers, Immortals trying to push through. Good Widowmine connections even. And we know that this one's going in favor of Clem. It's going to continue seeing that all settle. Immortal goes down, GG gets called, and that is going to be Clem taking game 1 of this best of 5 as he gets into the 1-0 lead. Inside, we are going to have ourselves the Red Terran up 1-0 in this best of 5. Team Liquid's Clem. Taking on the Blue Protoss. In the bottom left-hand side, it is herO. Single Oracle into charge. Not working out for him in that last game. Definitely a... definitely a difficult... kind of build for herO when he was up against the bio-heavy style as well. Definitely felt like that was a factor. Gonna get a little bit proxy action going this time from Clem. So the barracks down on the left-hand side of the map. We'll see if we can get some damage done early. side before pylon all coming through. It's going to be seeing our Reaper and our orbital coming up as well, so we get that underway. We're going to fight. A couple of probes taking some damage. Scepter's going to get that. He's going to get the cleanup. If it hops through, just going to be seeing that barracks coming down. We get that all settled in here. Just going to be seeing the cyclone building up on the factory. Get that underway. Yeah, we start to bring that up. We get that going. We got this settled through. So the blink is going to be coming online. The warp gate is coming about as well. And reasonable. Yeah, we just take a few moments. I'm excited to see what herO kind of does with obviously just blink this game. See how effective he can be. See how much of a trade he can take for himself. Definitely think that's going to be fun to watch. Get to see some of that herO micro in play. Cyclone trying to get some trades at the front as well. Not able to do too much here. Siege tank steps forward. As that Nexus comes down, just going to be having our Assimilator and Pylon coming through. The Blink coming up. The Observer on the way as well. Still got the Raven coming through from Clem and the Marines in a Siege tank. And all of that coming up. Raven going to be finishing soon. That gives Clem some opportunity to harass, as we know. Pop moves off over to the side. Rack's going to go over to the tech lab. Rax comes over, going to go over to the tech lab. Again, Stimpack +1 attack upgrade coming through. The Cyclone and the Marines gather up +1 on the charge coming online. Robobay in the gateway coming online. And this Raven gets into harassing position around the back, so we will see some probes already starting to drop. Stork's going to go over that far right hand side against him. Combat and +1 coming through. Charge and +1 coming up on the side of herO. We get the gates and the Robobay all being brought into play as well. Just going to be seeing the again extra gates and the Robobay continue to come up. A couple probes coming through as well. Bio continue to gather on the front of the natural. We do just have ourselves the +1, the stim, and the combat shield continue to come into play as well. Siege just starting against Stim Combat and +1 all building. As those upgrades finish, you expect Clem to maybe be able to get a little bit more done on the map. Already loading up 2 medevacs. There is a 4th base coming down from herO. He has the watchtowers as well, so able to control a lot of vision in this game, and that's going to give him some very easy kind of heads up as to what's going on. Uh-oh. The drop turns into a flank on the Stalkers that were out the front, so we're going to get 5 Stalkers for free. Great catch. Oh, the 5th Stalker just gets away. Is that enough? Can we get it? Can we go after it? Colossus going to be there. The Marines take a turn. A couple of probes going down. Just going to be seeing this army still chasing around to the bottom side. And Colossus firing up already. Try and turn fire the other direction. Siege tank going to set up here as well. The bio units all gathering together. We're seeing the couple of shots going through. Tank's going to siege up once again. He's going to be having the Bioforce still fighting, just trying to hold this position. Clem is in a bit of trouble because of those Colossus. Once the Marines or the units in the front, it's going to get a little bit tough. Marines going to unload the Observer just overhead. We do have ourselves the +2 attack upgrade already coming up from herO here. Stalkers and the Colossus continue to get brought into play. Disruptor still coming through. The 2-2 upgrades are coming up. And Colossus still gathering together. Next setting up on that bottom side. Auto is just going to drop straight into place. The battery will go down. Take that out immediately, so at least it's an open position for later. Or you get yourself, you force another battery, which is money spent as well. Gonna take a couple SCVs transfer over. CC setting up. Gonna drop that CC down onto the 4th base. Bio gathers, a couple of ghosts, and the Vikings continue to come through. Upgrades finishing here. 2-2 done from herO. Clem is quite far behind on the upgrades, actually. Over halfway to go for him to finish up his own 2-2. Ship weapons coming about as well. Gives herO a lot of freedom in this game. It feels like he's in quite a controlled position. He's going to move out with maxed out here. Army moving up the right side. Will advance into 3-3 upgrades as he's doing it as well. So keeps those upgrades en route to maintain his advantage. Colossus is going to be fighting the Vikings. They're going to be able to get not a Colossus just yet. One went low, but it got pulled back, so it wasn't the easy target, and there's no target fire from Clem. I'm going to step through, and obviously Clem is clumped up in his natural. This is a big problem. At this point, you could even send some zealots across to the 3rd already. And that would begin to be a major issue for the Terran as we lose one Colossus. One of the Colossus still very low as well. We need those because they really are doing a lot. The Splash, the Disruptors are great though in this sort of choked up area as well. So good at pushing back away against the Terran force, which tries to step forward here. Again, herO doing a very good job with the Colossus, keeping the hurt one in the back, keeping it as out of reach as we possibly can. And herO has turned this into a 50 supply lead, likely to go into a game-ending scenario from here because Clem is that far behind. Remember that he's only on 3 bases while herO sits up on like 5 bases or something at that stage. GG gets called and herO ties it 1-1. WardiTV, game 3 of this best of 5. And it is all tied up in the bottom right-hand corner. Now, red Terran player here from Team Liquid is Clem. Taking on in the top left, our blue Protoss, we have ourselves herO. So game number 3, herO bounces back strongly in that previous game. Very comfortable opening, gets set up into a nice place. Like I said, big map in King's Cove. We'll see if that is impactful in the kind of game that we get here. This could be a chance to go Stargate and Phoenix again, perhaps from herO. Much more defendable if Clem goes for the bio-heavy style. Sorry guys, my voice is still not 100% after being sick the last couple of weeks. It's especially towards the end of the cast, it's definitely dying a little bit. Hopefully just keeps getting better. I am feeling much better, just a bit of a lingering cough that is not wanting to depart, annoyingly. Goes well enough back into that main. Obviously we'll see how fast the third base herO wants to take here eventually. Just now going to drop down as Twilight Council as the first tech choice of the game, and he's going to play into the most likely Blink opening, obviously directly into charge, pretty wild. Hey, what's up, Orion? Thanks so much. Says thanks for the streams, Wardy. Helped me get through being sick with the kids for 2 weeks, trying to jump on Mondays and keep the primes going. Hell yeah, thank you so much for the support, mate. I appreciate it, and glad you're enjoying. Hopefully feeling better. Feel your pain. I was just sick 2 weeks as well. It's been rough. How's that hallucination going to come across? Down to the bottom side. Group and the couple of Hellions join up. The Robo facility getting settled in from herO. We do have the Blink on the way up as well, so we get that on the go. And that Blink coming up, the Banshee and the Cloak coming through. Nice defense. Stalker's in position. The medevac will not get very far right there. The forward of mines will have to wait to be impactful. It's going to start moving back straight away, though. It's just going to back away from this. Stalker's going to step through in a couple of Hellions. Just going to get jumped on. There's one, and the second is just about starting to try and get away from there. Oh, the Observer coming up. Again, Banshee tank cloaking all on the way up. That's going to be Clem's choice. So with the Banshee, he's hoping to try and get in and deal some damage. Mixing it up a little bit. Definitely showing us a variety of different openers thus far. Keeping it interesting as the Observer sits out the front and the Banshee is going to fly up the left-hand side into the back of the Natural. Three probes go down already. We're going to make it 4, but the Observer gets back, so that'll be the end of the Banshee. Only 4 workers. It's not terrible. It's not amazing, right? It really could have been. You know, I feel like you wouldn't have been kind of too surprised to be looking for so much more there. Charge coming about, Prism coming through, the extra gates are going to keep coming down here from herO as well. The Banshee goes up that left-hand side. It's going to be getting into the back of the Natural here. It's just going to come straight in, and this is Banshee 2, and its attempt to get some workers. Going to get 2, the blink away. The blinking is good enough with enough stalks to 2 shot, which means the Banshee didn't get away in time. So it is just 2 probes, which is obviously not exactly ideal. So 6 workers, 2 Banshees. I think we take that, right? 3 workers per Banshee is honestly pretty fine. It's kept the starport busy early. I mean, how often throughout a game do you lose so much more than 6 workers to the Ravencast and Order turrets, right? This is essentially the trade-off. Clem going for the Banshees instead. Obviously, it is 6 workers all early in the game, which is a factor. That's where the Mind Drop finally shows back up. Propel is good enough to only make it 1 worker loss, so good job there. But Clem's still showing his ability to be annoying at this point in time as the defense looking kind of nice with a couple tanks in the front. However, with the charge lots, you can get onto those tanks immediately. That would be big. Let's see what we can do right here as we step on up. The tanks just unsieged. We jump on the medevac that loaded them up. Oh my goodness, the tanks are gone, and well, my Colossus is obviously fake, but we can force field the ramp, keep some of the bio away, and get a chance to warp in. And Clem has nothing to do but type GG. We're going to go to a game 3 here with herO in the lead, looking for his first ever. Ready for this attack of herO in the slightest, and unsieging the tanks at the wrong moment as well. Just made that a little bit worse even. Bounce back on El Dorado. He's the red terror in the bottom right corner. Yeah, from Team Liquid. As in the bottom left-hand side, Blue Protoss is herO. El Dorado potentially in this series. herO, like I say, no one's won 2 of these cups in a row apart from MaxPax and Clem. And to be fair, that is also in part because MaxPax and Clem have won a combined 19 of these events. herO, Shin, Beyond, and Trap are the only players to have won one of these cups that is not MaxPax and Clem. So herO trying to make a bit of a statement here in Cup 25. Neo ASC2. Thank you so much for the 2-month resub on the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And readies up the command center. Pops that down onto the Natural already. It's just going to get that straight on the go. Let's see if he gets chased away for a couple of moments. He's going to get that push back already. Get ourselves that bunker building, a little bit of safety from Clem. The Twilight Council, the choice from herO, so once again going to head into most likely that blink opening to begin with and then making it work from there for him. We have a couple of Marines coming about. The starport's still coming through as well. So again, bringing a little bit of everything up and online. So we do have a Hellion and a medevac on the way up. So Clem is going to have himself, what, a couple of Hellions early. So he'll have multiple Hellions to jump into the medevacs. Seems to be the idea. Medevac comes around the bottom side, 7 Marines inside, so we're looking for the drop of Marines initially. The Hellions can obviously try and run by at the same time, so this combo attack from Clem looking to be dangerous as he gets across, but then Probe sees the medevac. Does that pull too many units out of position for the natural defense? That's always the question mark, but we defend this already with just the 2 Stalkers, so great start. He's going to fight. 8 probes going down. 14 probes going down. Disaster for herO. That's way too many workers to be losing as this has just gone horribly wrong. The medevac goes down at least, but man, 16 probes. Instant counterattack time from herO. He's just got to go, go, go. He cannot get it done. You can't get it done just by sitting back here. You're just going to have to go and send it. So that's exactly what we're going to be trying to do. Mike 6RS, thank you so much for the 6-month resub on the Prime. What a time, and the Prime became available. Hell yeah, thank you so much for the Prime. As the Raven gets jumped on. Not a bad start. The tank is out of reach. Observer obviously gets to live, so you can actually position yourself a bit better. Now you have the Observer still alive to give you info. Jumps, gets the first bunker. We'll go for bunker 2. SCV repair takes a second. We're starting to lose Stalkers. We've got to get away so the second bunker holds. That's all Clem really needs is to keep holding on. Like, herO is not building probes. He's fully sending it on unit production. Loses the Observer now, so you're a little bit less aware of what's going on. Another siege tank is set up. I think this is going to make it way too difficult to do much more about right here. Stalker's taking a bit of a beating. Marine's going to get across. The Stalker's taking hits. Yo, thank you so Francisco for the 13-month resub on the Prime. Thanks for keeping SCT alive. Doing my best. Thank you so much for supporting it. Thank you. Bunker falls. Marine's going to get chased. SCV's getting pushed back. A couple of Vikings will land. Marines still joining up as they try to do something about this. And I think obviously we should be able to get enough done here. Said and done. More warpins come through. Stalker's going to try and trade, blinking for the siege tank. He doesn't even get it in one volley. Obviously, Clem can afford to pull the SCVs, and again, we very much so know that this is just too much damage too early on. And that means that Clem is going to tie us up, take us to a Game 5. Deja vu from last week, end of the Game 5. Will herO keep Game 5 coming up? In the top right corner, our red Terran player. This is going to be from Team Liquid. It is Clem. In the bottom left, our blue Protoss player is herO. Alright, so here we go. With a game 5 to decide everything today. Who will be our Monday champ? Been a fun one. Like I say, a bunch of players taking part today. We had 34 signups, 34 check-ins. Very exciting. On the way up, the Zealot and the Cybercore coming through as well. We've seen our factory coming through, the Reaper coming up, and get settled down here for the moment. We've seen the Reaper. Just going to continue to move about, getting the hallucination getting settled. We're going to try and fight, then we're going to go back. Stargate on the way from herO, so going to go back to that Stargate style. He's mixed up a fair bit in this series, been doing a couple different things. Couple Reapers will be joined by the Hellion in the next few moments. We start a step forward. Stalker and the Sentry going to be right there. Trying to get the Sentry, and we will get it as the Reaper and the Hellion get through. Probably a probe at the very least here in the main base going down. There goes one. Stargate coming through. Just going to be seeing our probes coming about. We'll see a couple going down right there. We've seen the Widowmine going to unburrow. Doesn't want to go off on a hallucination that's nearly expired. There's the Medevac, Cyclone. And Marines will continue to come about for a couple of moments. Stalkers gather. Robot facility assimilates coming through. Add a couple of barracks in from Clem as well. Just seen Phoenix going to lift up the Widowmine, allowing the Stalkers to come through, but the Phoenix goes down. It's a shame because obviously you don't really want to be losing this early. Stim, +1 coming through, the Robot and the Gate coming about as well. Fire sets up with that siege tank. The Robo coming through as well. We continue to get that underway. Well, Phoenix is going to fly about. We do have ourselves the racks all coming up. The upgrades are going to be done. So Clem, 5 racks here. It's going to be aggressive. No third CC. Loss is going to be huge in this game because they're going to be the splash damage that can potentially save you when Clem is being the aggressor. The splash damage becomes very important. So the Phoenix is going to start seeing this army pressing out. The medevac does get away over to the left-hand side, and here we're just going to try and keep tabs on this right now. Got to get set up here as best as possible. Let's see the medevac boosting in the natural. The Stalker's going to be there, so they're actually going to be able to meet this. Start to shoot down Marines one at a time. That's a good defense. We maybe lose one Stalker. The Colossus is trying to deal with the attack on the other side. The scary part of this is that obviously the Colossus is the only thing really here. We're going to get rid of the siege tank very quickly. Clem loads up to go into the main base. The Phoenix are not in good enough number to really stop that from happening. You need to be careful because the Phoenix are already taking hits, but the Stalkers are going to arrive in herO so far. I think he's just doing fine against this, right? We're going to start lifting units so they can't get away. We try and target down the Phoenix. 1 out of 4 go down. We're going to come back onto the third base where there's not a lot. herO is being forced to kind of keep on dancing about. Clem comes back on the natural as well, by the way. Medevac over there is going to be big for him as the third base is going to go down. Wow, it was looking like it was being pretty well handled by herO, but man, he is unfortunately falling apart a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, the Colossus are going to do a lot. It's this drop here which is continuing to kill probes. herO needs to get on top of that. He needs to go and deal with it ASAP. It's 14 probes currently dead. The Phoenix comes through, lifting the Marines, taking them out. It's going to be seeing the Colossus still trying to come back over. The panel on the bottom side goes down. The Bio going to try and stim into this. herO, if you can just hold on, remember that Clem is 2 bases, right? So herO losing a third sucks, but let's see, because obviously, like I said, I mean, if herO can just recover a base, his army's still decent. Obviously, Vikings showing up, but the Phoenix are trying to just zone those Vikings already. Here we go, big moment here. These Colossus have to be able to kite back. They have to be able to get a lot done. The Phoenix is going to lose one of those straight away. hero's going to get right across into Clem's natural. Clem has a 20 army supply lead, by the way. herO, I was going to say, do you need to be this aggressive? Clem's going to lift the CC, pull the SCVs. He just says, if I just push this back, it's going to be my best shot because Clem needs to maintain the army supply lead. He needs to trade as well as he possibly can. Going back forward again. I tell you what, those medevacs have their work cut out from this. Bio army's been stimming so much. The Colossus exposed. herO saving them with the Prism this time. Let them take a few shots off the Marauders here. That was scary because if those Colossus go down, this army is just not good enough anymore. Like, plain and simple. These Colossus are so much of what herO is working with. Has to stop to warp in. Needs to be careful. Loses a Colossus there. Zealot's getting warped in, but the Bio army still looking good numbers-wise. herO just never backing off. Even though the third base is back up for him, I feel like he could have backed away. I think pushing Clem all the way back to the natural, it gave him time to get the third base back up. I think he could have gotten away. Great micro still as he continues to lift up the Colossus again and again, dodging the Viking shots. This time he misses it. He misses it every time he tries to warp in. Now he's going to lose the Prism too. A new Colossus is about to show up as well. He's about to get more splash damage available. I just don't think it's going to be good enough. GG's. Clem's going to take it. Oh, here I just don't think we had to go as aggressive as we did. Like, I liked it at first. I feel like there's a point where it's just like, okay, I've chased, I've got you kind of pinned. Let's just back it up. My third base is back online. Obviously, he has no upgrades or anything, so it's very difficult to make that call, but Clem is still committed on